Disclaimer: our podcast is for entertainment only. We are not discrediting anyone who has had any of these paranormal encounters or believes them.
Hello, beautiful human beings. It's Mars and SJ here with Undeniable Mysteries, a podcast where we bring you paranormal stories off the internet and we rate them on how believable they are to us. Our first category is cryptids. We are going alphabetical order of the United States. SJ, what is our next cryptid?
It is...
Go on.
It is Kentucky, and it is the Hopkinsville Goblin.
All right, so these goblins first appeared on the night of August 21st, 1955. A large extended family farm family, goodness, called the Suttons. They arrived at the Hopkinsville police station in southwestern Kentucky. They had a story of these alien type encounters. And it eventually became national news. So, let's see. Okay, so it was 8 adults and 3 children. They arrived at the police station at about 11 o'clock that night. It says these aren't the kind of people who normally run to the police station for help. What they would normally do is reach for their guns. That's the kind of people that this police chief had said about them. I don't want this drawing, I want more of the story. Okay, so according to accounts given to the police at about 7 o'clock on the hot Sunday evening, the Sutton family friend Billy Ray Taylor was fetching water from the backyard well when he saw a silvery object, real bright with an exhaust all the colors of the rainbow he encountered. And it came silently toward the house, passed over it, stopped in the air, and then dropped straight to the ground. Taylor, 21, and his 18-year-old wife had come from Pennsylvania to visit the Suttons. So there was a 50-year-old widow, her 2 older sons and their wives, a brother-in-law, and the widow's 3 younger children. He had told them about his encounter, and they did not take him seriously and laughed it off. So an hour later, alerted by the dog's incessant barking, Lucky and Billy Ray went to the back door and made out a strange glow, in the midst of which they spied a small humanoid creature. So it stood about 3.5 feet tall, and it had an oversized head, pretty much a stereotypical alien encounter. Had extended arms, almost to the ground. Its hands had talons. Its eyes glowed with a yellowish light. The body gave off an eerie shimmer in the light. And they said it was as if it was made out of silver metal. So, here's your favorite part of any cryptid story.
No. Don't tell me.
It said, terrified, the 2 men grabbed a 20-gauge shotgun and a .22 rifle and fired at the quote-unquote little man. Its quote-unquote hands now raised as if it was held at gun point.
No! The poor thing!
They reported that it did a flip, scrambled upright, and fled into the darkness.
It did a flip!
So apparently it was fine. They didn't kill it.
A backflip. Ways to get out of murder. Hold your hands up. Do a backflip.
Backflip. Saves lives.
Saves lives, man. Crawl into the wall.
Shortly after, the men saw a similar creature appear in the side window and fire through the window screen. So it says, still impervious to bullets, the little man again flipped, then disappeared.
I love these little men flipping.
Oh my gosh, this is cute.
Dude, I would love to see one of them. They would just like hold their. They were just like. Oh my god, I can imagine them just holding their little
Oh my
hands
god,
up.
what if they had like a little action figure of these goblins and you push a button and it literally does a flip? That'd be so cute.
I would.
Yeah, they described it as looking like a 5-gallon gasoline can with a head on top and small legs.
Dang, ways to insult someone. Way to insult a cryptid like that, man. How dare you?
I know. Okay, so it looks like they had like several encounters. The Sutton family and that the Taylor guy. It looks like they had several encounters of these little men that night.
I just wanted to say that I'm sniffling a lot right now, and I'm sorry if it's annoying. Just wanted to say that really quick.
It's cold season. It's fine. People understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
I mean, it depends on where you live.
So that was how it came about. So the police chief called for backup, and his team was joined at the Sutton farm by state police, military police from nearby Fort Campbell, and they even had a photographer there. So they found the shell casings from the gunshots, but there was no other evidence. Okay, so the police left, and the creatures returned between 2:30 a.m. and daybreak. Because one of the family members saw glowing by her bedside window. Let's see. Okay, so it says a few years later. Okay, so this encounter, it like I said, it spread nationwide. A few years later, the little metallic men were conflated with an Eastern Kentucky woman's report of a flying saucer and a 6-foot-tall man in green. But that is not like the other.
Whoa, what's that? Oh.
Huh. Okay, so the day after the incident, police investigators returned to the farmhouse searching for evidence of a flying saucer landing, footprints, blood trails, or scratch marks on the roof, and they found nothing. So they left without a trace, pretty much. And then the incident attracted the attention of the Air Force UFO investigation program, but documents suggest that its team never officially pursued the matter. So in 2006, there was this guy named Joe Nickel, a senior research fellow of the International Committee for Skeptical Inquiry and a self-styled paranormal investigator. He reviewed the evidence from that night, and apparently the UFO sighting was similar to reports of a small meteor that day. But as for the little men, there was no explanation for it. He says it could have been a reflection of the moonlight, but that doesn't seem right, because they literally saw like a humanoid thing with arms and legs and stuff. How could that be like
Oh, yeah, Bethany.